The Buddy Bench project is a major partnership between high schools and elementary school. The idea here is that each construction class would build a buddy bench for all of the family of schools for that high school. What is a buddy bench? Well, simply put, a buddy bench is where you put a bench outside an elementary school, and if someone doesn't have anyone to play with, or if you see someone sitting on the bench by themselves, you go over and sit with them or invite them to play. It's a fantastic opportunity to collaborate between a high school and elementary schools.
The high school students are going to have to communicate with their elementary counterparts, find out what the school team name is, what the school colors are. Perhaps the logo of the school itself could be carved into the back of the bench to give it a sense of belonging to all the students in the elementary school, and some sense on the parts of the high school students that they're meeting specific needs of specific clients.
My team and I are building our bench for Oakley Park, and we're currently in the design process, and it's really interesting doing this because we get to really give back to the community, and we all think that it's just a really awesome project.
At the beginning, it's the opportunity for students to generate a vision of what they want the finished product to look like. What needs are it going to meet, considering things like exposure to weather, exposure to elementary students who are not the same physical size as a high school student, and there's a heck of a big difference between a kid who's in grade 8 and a kid who's in JK. In order to meet the needs of all of the users, the bench is going to have a particular set of criteria. In the planning process, then, once there's a vision, the students need to think about and then to plan to borrow a term from mathematics, the order of operations. So what material comes in, what materials get used, the order in which tools and machines are used to change that chunk of lumber into a finished product, right up to and including particularly the finishing process at the end of the project. That should ideally feed immediately into the evaluation process, and the evaluation should feed back into that big loop for the planning of the next custom project.
As a high school construction student, I'm really excited to be a part of building the Buddy Bench for the elementary schools to use.
For more information on the Buddy Bench, please go to buddybenchproject.blogspot.ca.